What's popping? You in the mix with Nationwide DAK, Wild Child DNA. This is Street Rehab Radio, 66raw.com. It's going down. Keep it locked. Let's go. When I was in college, I started doing mixtapes, but I was doing mixtapes more on a Baltimore level. So I was working out at a record store from downtown Baltimore and moving. They were only paying me $75 a weekend. I was only working Friday, Saturday, and Sundays down. No, actually, it was Fridays and Saturdays down there. I was working from about 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening, and they were only paying me $75 for both days. But that's how I made my money, was making a cassette. So I would make a mixtape, take my 4 tape decks and sit up to like 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning sometime during the week, just dubbing those mixtapes. Interned with EMI Distribution. I interned and volunteered for Polygram, and Polygram pretty much was a distribution company, which was the parent company for Def Jam, Mercury Records, and a few other smaller labels. And like, I wanted people responsible for breaking Alicia Keys' first record, Fallen. We worked that record for about 6 or 7 months before radio even started playing it. Radio did not want to play that record. It was never one label. Even everything throughout my career is like I've always worked with multiple companies, multiple labels. I've never limited myself to one company, and that's pretty much why my status in the game has gotten to the point it has, and why I got so much respect from different labels, different executives throughout the industry. The company's Roundtable Music Group. That is pretty much, it's not a record label, so to speak. It's more of a multimedia company, so to speak. We do everything from promotions to marketing to lifestyle branding to CD distribution to mixtape distribution to independent artist promotions. I worked with a lot of companies over the years. The main company that I started out with was Rooftop Entertainment. I've worked with Parish Nation. Currently I work with LCA Multimedia. Of course, the companies that I work with were like XM Satellite Radios, major companies like that. I'm currently on Music Choice now. Into the greatest show on earth, 66raw.com, Street Rehab Radio. Your host for the evening, you know me, Wild Child DNA, aka Nationwide D. We're going to keep it locked. Keep it locked all day. Tell a friend, 66raw.com. You know, the greatest show on earth, the greatest station on earth, internet radio, the new wave of radio. Let's get it in. So 66 Raw was disbanded and during a Sirius XM merger. So with that being done, me and the team from the 66 Raw staff pretty much came up with the concept of doing this internet radio station. When I first started back in 95 or 94, I actually went to Japan, and I did about 2 parties in Japan. So I went over there, I DJ'd 2 parties. I believe the club was called 8-Beat and the Pink Flamingo. See, originally I was only booked for 1 party, and they asked me to come and play to the club the next day, is another club. So, and ever since then, and they paid me, what, $800, and you're talking about, this is when I wasn't getting gigs in the States like that. And they paid me $800, and you know, I did my thing, but it's like, wow. I mean, I've worked with pretty much most of the heavyweights. I've worked with, you know, I was the first DJ to play Trey songs on a mixtape. I was the first DJ to play Raheem DeVaughn on a mixtape. I was first DJ from the East Coast area to play a Young Jeezy record on a mixtape, and actually do a full, complete mixtape hosted by Young Jeezy. Same thing with Rick Ross. I've done mixtapes with Dipset, Joel Santana, Jim Jones. Like I've worked with a lot of artists, 112, Faith Evans. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's like, it's too many to name. I just want to shout out and thank LCA Multimedia for putting everything together. Shout out to my whole Roundtable fam, my whole, pretty much everybody in the streets, the whole B-More, the whole DMV. whole DC, Maryland, Virginia, everybody that supported me since day one, the whole Music Choice family, the whole satellite, XM satellite family, my 66raw.com family.